Thank you, Mr. Chair and Ranking Member Graham. It's my privilege to join you today to introduce Kirk Sherriff, President Biden's nominee to serve on the United States District Court for the Eastern District of California. Mr. Sherriff is joined today by his wife, Samia, and their 3 sons, his mother, Susan, and her husband, Rick, his sister-in-law, Samar, and brother-in-law, Dennis, and his nephew. He's also joined by his friends and colleagues who are watching from back home in California. Now, growing up in the Sacramento region, Mr. Sherriff was raised for some periods of time by a single mother who worked hard to support her family, an experience that he says shaped his appreciation for both the opportunities this country provides and the critical need for strong public institutions in America. And it was largely because of his mother's hard work that he was able to earn his undergraduate degree from Columbia University and later his law degree from Harvard Law School. Mr. Sherriff began his career working as an associate in the litigation department of White & Case, where he focused on arbitration and civil litigation. Early in his career, he also clerked on the New Jersey Supreme Court for Chief Justice Deborah Poritz. But several years later, he would move home to California and begin work in the district that would come to define his career in public service. In 2002, Mr. Sherriff joined the Civil Division of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District in California. After 5 years focused on litigating forest fire cases, civil fraud, tort cases, and more before the District Court and the Ninth Circuit, Mr. Sherriff moved to the Criminal Division. He would eventually work his way to serve as the chief of the Fresno and Bakersfield offices of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District, where he oversees 4 Fresno unit chiefs and 20 attorneys and the prosecution of crimes in the southern half of the district. Before becoming chief of the Fresno and Bakersfield office, he directly led prosecution of white-collar crimes, including mortgage, investment, tax, and healthcare fraud. Over the course of his career, he's developed an impeccable reputation in the Fresno legal community for being fair, sharp, and incredibly hard-working. A superbly well-qualified candidate to sit on the bench for the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District. But more than that, Mr. Sherriff has a personal and nuanced understanding of the district that he'll serve. He understands the needs of the diverse communities and historically disadvantaged communities of the Central Valley because for the last 2 decades, he's been there, serving the Eastern District and engaging in community outreach. His deep roots in the community, his wealth of experience, and his fundamental understanding and respect for human dignity will make him a strong addition to the federal bench, and I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting his nomination. Thank you, Mr. Chair.